Stop opening your legs to men that you cannot call on for nothing. You can't call on that man for no emergency. You can't call on that man for no freaking gas money. You can't call on that man for nothing, okay? Stop, stop, stop. We complain so much about F boys and, oh, there's no good men out there, which is not true. There are, there's good men out there, okay? We just overlook them. Same way men overlook good women, okay? It's the same for both sides. But we're not talking about them. Well, we are, but we're not. We have to stop giving ourselves to these men that we can't depend on for nothing, okay? You can't pick up the phone and call that man and ask him for help. He should not be comfortable with calling you and asking for you to come over and stop by so y'all can lay up together. Okay? If you can't ask that man for gas money, he shouldn't be asking you for no ass, honey. Okay? Like, I'm laughing, but I'm being so serious. Like, and I get it, I get it. Sometimes we want, we're just like, listen, I don't care. I just want to be pleased. We're not caring about him in that sense. For us, we're saying, it's just a pleasure thing. It's just a physical thing. But even so, he's still benefiting from it. You're saying you're benefiting from it. I get it, but no. You got to benefit from it way more than just you giving him some kitty. Like, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. I'm gonna tell y'all about an experience that I had, which made me like really like I had to stop and think and tell this to myself because I was dealing with a guy. We were dealing with each other for I don't even know, maybe a year. I can't remember how long. Maybe a year. I'm gonna say a year, okay? Dealing with each other for about a year. We were not official, okay? It was literally, it was a physical thing, right? Go on dates here and there, but it was really a physical thing. Now, mind you, I'm the type of girl like I never ask guys for anything. Never. Because my thing was I never wanted anyone to think that I was there because, I just because I wanted money from them or anything like that. So I would never ask, and then I'm like, okay, I got it, like I got gas money, so why would I ask him, for gas money? Even though I'm coming to see him, for me, it's still like, well, I have gas money, so why would I, tell him to give me gas money? Stupid, right? Anywho, me and this guy dealing with each other about a year or so, whatever. Majority of the time, I would go see him. He lived, I'm going to say maybe like an hour or so away from me. I'm driving to go see him majority of the time. Now, for me, it was good, but it wasn't good because for one, I didn't like the drive, but I did enjoy just getting away from my house, from my place, my city. So it was like for me, at that time thinking, oh, this is a win-win, that was my thoughts, my thought process. That's what I was telling myself, so I didn't feel stupid. Anywho, so I go see him, whenever we wanted to see each other, I would go there for the most part. Never asked this dude for gas money, never asked him for anything. Honestly, like for me, if anything, any guy that I've dealt with, they can tell you that all I'm asking them for is time, attention, things like that. That's all I'm asking for. That's what I want from you is your time. Because I know for men, real men, their time is more valuable than their money. So I want your time, okay? I want your most valuable possession. Give me that time. Anywho, so never ask this dude for nothing, right? And then I want to say I might have been having like a conversation with my cousin, telling her like, listen, you can open your legs to these dudes. You should be able to ask them for money. You should be able to ask them for help. You should be able to ask, anything. Like if you can sleep with a guy, if you can lay down with a guy, you should have no shame in asking a dude for anything, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm telling her this. I always tell people stuff, but I don't take my own advice, right? So this one time I said, you know what? I'm going to take my own advice. Let's see how this goes. He and I, hit each other up. Want to see each other? Okay, cool. I'll come to you. That's what I said to him. I'm going to come to you. Now, mind you, like I said, I've never asked for anything, right? So I was like, let me see how this goes because, we've been dealing with each other. I never asked him for anything. He never offers anything either. And I want to see how this goes. Honestly, I already knew how it would go. I just didn't know it would play out the way it played out. But I already knew. The simple fact that he never offered, I knew I knew how it was going to go. Anywho, so so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll come see you. I was like, hey, can you shoot me a few dollars for some gas to come see you? His response was, huh? Like, well, he was like, that's new or something. That's new or whatever he said. And I was like, what? He was like, you never asked, before. Oh, okay. I'm asking now. We had a nice little back and forth conversation about him giving me gas money to come see him. Literally, it's like delivering kitty to you that I know you loving, okay? And I'm delivering it to you. And I asked him for gas money. And we were having this whole conversation going back and forth. This man said, didn't know I had to pay for it now. Yes, he like those were the shots that he started taking because I simply asked for gas money to help me. I didn't even ask him for how much. I just asked if he could if he could help me out with gas money. That was it. And we ended up there and I never said I wasn't going to give it to you. If you did not have a problem with giving it to me, then we should not even be having this conversation, right? Right. However, we were having a whole conversation about it. Therefore, you had a problem. So, needless to say, I stopped talking to that one. Yeah, we did not meet up that night or any night after that. Because for me, that was definitely a learning lesson. Like, dude, gas money. And I'm driving an hour away from where I stay, the comfort of my home, to come and see you. Yet, we're having this conversation about gas money. Mind you, I think at this time it took probably like 40, maybe at most $50 to fill my tank. And we had a whole conversation about it. So yeah, ladies, just be smart with it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying go out here and be trying to get dudes for their money just in exchange for kitty. I'm saying if you can lay down with a man and give him yourself, that man who is he is accepting all of that, should not have a problem with doing for you. I'm not saying he got to go out there and buy a house for you. I'm not saying he got to go and pay all your bills. I'm just saying that when it comes down to if you ask him for something, especially something as simple as gas money, it should not be a conversation. The only thing it should be was, I just sent it. Do you want Zelle or Cash App? How much? Actually, he should be offering from the jump.